how it started for me, well, it was a very peaceful day at the Ukrainian Catholic University. It was Thursday, and I woke up at 7 a.m. because my mates in the room said that the war has begun and we should do something.
When the whole country wakes up one morning because the full-scale war has started, it's air alarm. It's my mom calls me and says that and cry. It's really terrifying, and you know that you have to have your alarm case, have your backpack with all necessary things, and go to hideout, go to shelter, but you stay barefoot, you stay in your pajama.
We just ran all over our where we live, our collegium, our this building, where all the students from not Lviv are living, and we gathered together. We decided what to do. Some people rushed to the shop to buy some goods, and others contacted their dads or moms to take them to their homes.
The first day when the war starts, you only think about why we are being killed and why we don't deserve to live now. You just realize that it's the price of freedom, it's the price of dignity, it's the price to just be alive as a Ukrainian now. So I guess that's the first light is about that.
Like the first days, I was very perplexed, and it was very difficult to show emotions, any emotions, fear, panic, and so on. It was very difficult to communicate between relatives. It was like passive aggressive because everybody was focused on just surviving, not just good communication between each other. Like later, I didn't feel a connection with the reality, and it's like very, very bad feeling. You don't realize what is happening. I was watching my photos maybe 2 weeks ago. It was like another girl. It was like another girl who was swimming in the pool, who was dancing, who was studying, who was like working. Later, now it's just like the level of acceptance, the situation, and trying to I just trying to make like everyday things. Yeah, for example, to have a breakfast, to have a shower, and all the things that can remind me that life continues and the reality is another. And the question is, what can I do in this reality now? But it is also life. So in Ukrainian Catholic University, we created Military Aid Collection Center. It is the center where we gather everything that can be appropriate for our soldiers. It can be quadcopters, it can be some optical devices, it can be food, it can be clothes, whatever they need. And also we just want to keep their fighting mood. So we write letters to the front. We also bake some sweets for the military, and weave a camouflage nets. And I just want to tell that weaving camouflage nets, it's not just only for our soldiers and for their tanks, but also it is very good opportunity together with the active young people or simply with the active people who really want to help Ukraine, and to be silent, to speak with them, and to weave these nets, listening to Ukrainian music. So it's just, I think it's our new Ukrainian ritual. So now about some options, how you can help. Firstly, it is informationally. Don't let others forget about the war. If you want to be helpful, please organize humanitarian aid. Write some Ukrainians and really find out what they need. Because it can be in your country, but it can be impossible to get in Ukraine. Also, you can help financially. Join demonstrations. If you feel your power, please join these demonstrations because it helps Ukrainians not to feel themselves alone. It is important for us. Also, if you feel that you want to have some political maybe impact, you can put pressure on your authorities. How you can do it? You can call the offices of your deputies. Find out if in your universities are centers of Russian studies. Sometimes they can be financed by Russian investors, and speak with the teachers and find out what like the views these teachers have about the situation in Ukraine. If you work in the company, because I know that some students can work in the cool companies during their studying, please motivate your companies, help Ukraine. You can organize meetings, you can organize events, you can organize fundraising company, whatever. If your company will support Ukraine, it will be important. Also, you can provide assistance for refugees, host them, call your local organizations that work with refugees and apply for that you can help in your city. You can help them understand your local things. For example, give them some numbers where they can call if they need some help and something like that. You can volunteer at the border and also sort out some things that can be useful for refugees. And my last option is check out local Red Cross websites. You can donate your blood